Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cat Sports, and we're diving into something we really don't talk about a bunch, and that is Michigan and Michigan State stuff. Um, some news has happened, the past couple of weeks, per se. Michigan State is going to get a new athletic director. Their previous one has left. I believe he got fired. He got fired, right? I mean,
I think so.
he got fired. So, new athletic director
Think
coming
of a
from.
reason for that? No.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't read much on it. To be honest, this is just an extra thing that we could talk about.
Right.
But
And then the president of U of M went to Florida.
did he? No, I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, that what's his name?
Golden or
The Chinese guy.
Oh well, I didn't know about that part of it either. So we're unprepared for this one. But I know Michigan State is going to get a new athletic director, which is a big thing for the university in whole. I believe Tom Izzo is currently the interim athletic director at the moment. But that is a big thing for Michigan State overall. You got a guy who you thought was going to bring new stuff to the program, and he's out after 4 years.
I mean, it must have just been a conflict of interest, or just found something better. Didn't like what he was seeing. Michigan State's kind of a dysfunctional place. I kind of like the coach. I hope he does well there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he has been fired. He was fired. He didn't walk away. He was fired. So again, 3.5 years in that position really isn't a lot. Maybe they felt he wasn't focusing enough on everything, though. Other sports were thriving. Basketball was doing well. Hockey was doing well. Football was doing well. Their dodgeball team was doing well.
Football wasn't doing well.
Well, not well, but it was coming back. Surprisingly, he was a football player. That's the one team that wasn't well, but they're coming back. They probably will be a little bit better this year, but hey, I mean, it's something that they need to look into who they want to necessarily have as their next.
Well, Izzo's going to be their interim, right?
He's their interim right now. Will he stay in that position and they get a new head coach in basketball?
I think they're never going to kick him out. If he wants to be athletic director, he will be.
It'll be an interesting thing.
He wants out of basketball. I think he wants to name a successor.
He's been coaching a long time.
He has been.
I mean, why not be the athletic director? If he's ready to move on from being the basketball coach, I don't see a problem with that. He's been at Michigan State for who knows how long.
Right.
So, it's been a while.
Probably the greatest college basketball coach in this state's history.
Let's say in this state's history. I mean, he's only won one national champion one time.
Well, I mean, he's just every year he's in the.
But every year he's in the playoffs, so
right.
he's in the Sweet
16, grade 8. He's always there.
He's always in March Madness almost. So it's not a bad idea if they want to move him into that position. I think it would bode well for Michigan State as long as they're comfortable moving on from him and as a basketball coach.
Right.
I mean, if he's interim director, who says that he isn't already, like you said, preparing a successor for him for basketball?
Right. And to continue I'm sure he would like to name a successor, so we'll see.
Now diving into the other side,
Michigan.
The big news of this past couple weeks for Michigan is that Jerome Moore will be getting a 2-game suspension due to the sign stealing stuff that happened a couple of years ago. This is a self-imposed suspension from Michigan, which is surprising because I don't know why maybe they're hoping that they can get the NCAA off their back. I have no idea.
Only they know.
Hopefully, but we'll see what ends up happening. He is actually not going to be out for the first couple of games of the year. He's actually going to be out games 3 and 4, surprisingly, because they want him to be coaching against New Mexico. But really, I think they want him coaching against Oklahoma, is what I think is the main thing. Looking at their schedule again, football-wise, nothing really scary going on here. They're going to be playing New Mexico to start the year on August 30th. Then they're going to be going to Oklahoma September 6th. Then they come back to play Central Michigan, which is the first game they'll be without Moore. Surprisingly, again, it's the Connor Stallions was on the Central Michigan sideline, disguised as a Central Michigan coach. So there's that kind of 360 right there with connecting all that. And then the road game against Nebraska. Now, I don't know why they wouldn't choose. I guess they don't really have a better spot to sit themselves amongst their first 3 games to suspend them. Because if they're trying to pick when do they think they have the best advantage, I guess that would be because you're not going to send them out against Wisconsin, USC, Washington, Michigan State, Purdue, Northwestern, Maryland, and then ending the year on Ohio State. Yeah, so I guess that is your best opportunity. They don't really have that many cupcake games this year, to be honest. Looking at it, usually you play 3 SCS or low FBS schools, but they're only playing 2 in New Mexico and Central Michigan.
Right. It's kind of funny that they could pick the games they want to suspend him for.
They picked the 2 games they want to suspend him for.
2.
I mean, we are Michigan fans, so it is weird.
Like I said, Oklahoma is a top 25 team. So
it's going to be an interesting year because, again, like last year, they don't really have breathing room, depending on how you feel each team is, but how good you are personally, because you might be on par with Wisconsin.
Possibly. I don't know who's replacing our defensive tackles. We've lost a lot of players, really good players.
A lot of young guys. Again, college football is not necessarily the thing we dive deep into because, I don't have a lot of time to watch college football games. He doesn't have a lot of time to watch the college football games. So college football to us is on a back burner typically. But when there's stuff to talk about, there's stuff to talk about.
Every college game I want to watch.
Which isn't a lot.
Well, like I want to watch them play Central.
You're going to watch them play Ohio State, Michigan State, and then maybe USC probably this year is probably your 3 games you're going to watch them.
No, I'll watch more than 3. I always like that. Oklahoma sounds interesting.
Oklahoma would probably be your only other one because you're not going to care about them playing Northwestern. You're not going to care about
the Big Ten matchups. I think that at least their matchups.
They play
and
most
I don't know how
good
Michigan is this year. So
that's also who's going to be quarterback. Who's going to be quarterback this year? Who's going to be their big guys on defense? I don't think they lost any running backs worth. And people are going to say Edwards, but Edwards didn't even get drafted this year. That's how great he was last year.
He went undrafted. So where did he go? The Saints or something?
He might have gone. Who's to say? But all I know is he did not get drafted this year. So again, not worth the sustenance of saying that he made a big impact on the team. But I think their running back they have is coming back. I think most of their line is coming back. Yeah, I think. Maybe. So at least offensively, they might still be okay. They just need to
offensively, they might be better. They should be.
They need to just find a quarterback. That's the problem.
Yeah, if their quarterback gives them any kind of play, they'll be better on offense.
Because Michigan State, I think, is again they're poised to just be better. They're on the uptick when it comes to football because they're not going to play anybody worth a sustenance in the beginning of their season. They got Western Michigan, Boston College, Youngstown State for they do all their Big Ten games. And they don't even have to play Ohio State this year.
No.
They have to play Penn State, but they don't even have to play Ohio State this year.
Right.
So we'll see how that goes. They do play Iowa, which is usually a top team in the Big Ten West. But outside of that, they don't even play that difficult of a schedule this year.
Well, let's win the Big Ten. Let's do it.
They got USC, Nebraska, UCLA, Indiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Penn State, Iowa, Maryland.
College football has become pretty much an enigma because you just don't know.
You don't know how good anyone
with
is.
The NIL and people
leaving,
you just don't know.
We thought the players deserved to be paid, but we didn't think they deserved to be basically making millions and millions more than they would make as an NFL player.
Right. This is all getting ridiculous.
They're making way too much in college now. Way too much. But this is why I barely care about college. I barely care about college sports because I don't have time to watch them. I have no. I have no.
Act like we give a shit.
I don't get time to watch them. I will give my opinion. Obviously, I'm a Michigan State fan. More Michigan fan.
Hey, when there's a great matchup, I'd love watching.
I don't mind watching college football. It's on the back burner for me because I don't got the time to watch it. But we'll end it here. Again, now a lot of news going around this week, or really in general. College is a difficult thing for us to talk about. But we'll end it here. If you'd like to see, like, comment, subscribe. Share the video around. Let me know what you think about things going on around the college universe. Until next time, see everybody soon.